Hello everybody and welcome to Epic Geek Out, the only show on the internet that will never remake the Harry Potter movies. I'm your host Chad.
I'm Rob, and speaking of remakes, we just saw tonight the remake of 21 Jump Street.
Yes, it was a show, now it's a movie, and we're going to talk about it. And we're excited.
Is that what we do here? We talk about things
oh, okay. that we like. So if you guys like the show, if you like what we're talking about, subscribe to our YouTube channel. We're getting some subscribers. We put out new shows every Tuesday and Thursday. Look us up on Twitter, twitter.com/epicgeekout.
And please keep the emails coming in at fans@epicgeekout.com. We also have a Facebook page, so please like us on our Facebook page. We're also keeping that kind of current, posting any articles that we deem geek-worthy. So
we have a lot of things, and just
we had some
like
good articles about our childhood and the
no,
great
sure.
things that we remember from our childhood. So I mean, that would be just a cool thing to check out. So
yeah, like all our stuff because we want you to.
Yeah, we like likes.
And we want to be in your life. That sounds
weird, but
that sounds weird. But let's just get into the show and the review of 21 Jump Street.
So we just got back from seeing 21 Jump Street. It's a remake of an old television series from the 80s. The new movie stars Channing Tatum, Jonah Hill, Dave Franco, who's James Franco's younger brother, who I guess is now a movie star.
That was him?
Yeah, oh, you didn't know? So it's it's a remake of an old television series, but it doesn't really... It follows just the concept of the original television series. It doesn't follow it like they're the exact characters. You know, it's just the idea that they're relaunching the old program, which is housed at an old Korean church on 21 Jump Street, where some young-looking officers go back to high school and pose as students to uncover a drug ring, you know, and there are other officers who are going to different schools to do, you know, uncover different things. But, you know, it follows Jonah Hill and Channing Tatum. They're looking to bust this new synthetic drug. What was the initials again?
HFS.
HFS, which you'll find out. The sticker in the movie that's on the drugs will tell you, show you what it means. It's an action buddy comedy. You know, I'd say more comedy than action. You know, I think it really hit the comedy right. But Chad, what do you think?
Well, I don't know much about the show. I don't think.
Yeah, neither do I.
So I wasn't going in with that whole aspect, even though they really made a funny comment towards the beginning about the concept of remakes and how it's just kind of running out of ideas, and they're just kind of hoping no one will notice they're reusing stuff, which is really
also
clever.
It's clever, but also that's the writers. I mean, the writers wrote it in, even though they are. I mean, it's very self-aware.
But overall, it was fun. I was impressed with the movie. It was. It kind of had all the elements that a good comedy should have. It had really believable characters. Their relationship was really good together. I thought they nailed that down pretty well. Good jokes, funny, laughed quite a bit. And just in general, I thought it was well put together. They set up a lot of things in the beginning that paid off later. And easy to follow plot for the most part. And
I mean, just straightforward as all could be. I mean,
and it was about something. Like it was kind of about getting older and getting still stuck in that high school mentality. Kind of obviously you find out in the beginning one was a nerd and one was a popular kid in high school, and how they play off that. Going back to high school was really interesting. So it wasn't just a hollow comedy. I thought it was kind of spoke a little bit more seriously about some of those things. But as far as the comedy goes, some really funny parts. Jonah Hill's at his best doing his shtick that he does for everything. So, you know, if you like Jonah Hill, it's pretty much more the same. But still thought very funny, and although I did say that there's not a lot of stuff I feel like I could quote from it going back, it's a movie that I'm glad I saw. I thought it was funny. It's not like The Hangover where I'll be, you know, quoting it for weeks on end, but definitely a good movie to see, and it was fun.
Yeah, I agree. I'm going to disagree with a couple of your points. I think it was hollow. I mean, the characters were like, you know, it's a jock, it's a nerd, they get together, and then they reverse roles in, you know, in going back to high school without, you know, like the change up where they peed in a fountain or something stupid like that. And but it did it well, you know, and so it was very good. It was a comedy. I mean, it was a comedy with a couple action scenes in it. I would never even equate this to an action movie, really.
No.
But the two chase scenes that they did have in it, they had interesting vehicles in both of them, which was different than I've ever seen. I can't remember. I don't want to give it away, but it was really interesting how they had the different vehicles.
Yeah.
They weren't just in cars. They
true.
weren't in,
That's true.
planes or anything like that. So I thought that was a unique take, even though it really wasn't it wasn't
Well,
a
they
great
played off
action
the whole.
scene.
They kind of spoke to action movies with the whole explosion aspect.
Yeah.
Which was funny.
And it was good, and I laughed at that, even though, I saw the last thing, and I'm like, oh, that's going to blow up. I mean,
Yeah.
But, it was great. Like you said, it is Jonah Hill at his best. Recently Academy Award nominated Jonah Hill, which
Recently lost 1,000 pounds.
yes, and also skinny Jonah Hill, even though they do still make comments about his weight in it. And Channing Tatum held his own.
Yeah.
I don't think his character had too many levels. It was a dumb jock who now has to go to app chemistry, which I thought was one of the funnier reoccurring jokes instead of AP chemistry throughout the movie. And, it was very good. The comedy was good. Their bromance, I guess, for lack of a better term, was good. You saw in a quick little montage scene in the beginning how they became friends. It made sense. It was believable. And, of course, there's the moment where they're not friends in the movie, just like every movie like this. But it didn't change everything, but it was just done well. The jokes worked. And if the jokes didn't work, the movie wouldn't have been good because, the action scenes didn't really carry it over. A couple small little roles by, the two girls from The Office were in it. I'm sorry, I don't know the actresses' names, but, it was good. And it was, being a recent college graduate, it was kind of funny to think, is high school like that now?
Yeah, because
so
I
do sort of see.
Age, it seems.
Yeah, they were.
2005,
Yeah,
were seniors. We were 2004, so yeah, it would have.
Yeah, so it's right around our age. So I'm sure high school has changed. I think that they played it up a little bit in this. I don't think
but
it's
I like
changed.
that it wasn't like your stereotypical. I like that they didn't play on those stereotypes as much. Like when they went back, it wasn't like, oh, there's the popular kid. You know what I mean? Like I like that.
Not really. I think they played on the stereotypes a lot because
they
they
played
walked through the
on-
parking lot and like, wait, what's that?
No,
There's
no,
the
no.
jocks. There's the nerds.
What I'm saying
there's
is
the...
they kind of reversed the roles in high school. And
Sure, yeah, they did have that.
Like
Yeah.
it wasn't just like, okay, well.
But I think the
high school
stereotypes
movie.
were there for sure.
But no, I'm saying like the stereotypes of the popular kids weren't the same as what we think popular kids are in movies.
The dichotomy
you know what I mean?
of it consisted of a different group. The guy was an eco lover and
Right.
also sold drugs. So, but yeah, I mean, definitely, it's worth seeing. It's the best comedy I think out so far this year. I don't know, have they really?
American Reunion's not out yet. Though.
Yeah, but and the preview does look good for that. But definitely worth seeing. Again, just to repeat it, it is Jonah Hill being Jonah Hill. I enjoy that. So I mean, if you're not a fan of Jonah Hill, you're probably not going to like the movie and his comedy. But it definitely held its own. I would definitely recommend going to see it. We saw it with 3 other friends as well, and they all enjoyed it. So you get thumbs up from all of us.
Some laughs, It's not. I mean, it's probably something I'll catch again on HBO.
It's going to be a great movie to catch on HBO and just pick it up
Randomly.
halfway through because you already know their relationships and just to see the funny moments.
And that's kind of like what I said. It's not like it's not going to go down for me as a classic like Hangover or like Anchorman or something or even Austin Powers, where you can constantly quote back everything from the movie and you're laughing about it. Or like remember when The Hangover came out? Like we couldn't wait to get the DVD just to watch it again.
Yep.
I'm glad I saw it. I had a lot of fun watching it, but it's not something I'm going to rush out and buy when it comes out on DVD or anything like that.
Yeah, but I'll definitely watch it when it comes on HBO. I mean, down the road. So, I mean, definitely check it out in theaters. It's you don't have to think too much, which is a great thing for a comedy. I mean, the jokes are there.
A lot of man-on-man humor. Which was strange. But
it was strange, but kind of, Chad, I would just like to say I cherish you. It's from the movie. But yeah, I definitely go see it.
A lot of super bad type.
Yeah, it kind of was like super bad
I say
at
go
points.
see it. I mean, there's right now we got a couple serious movies coming out next couple weeks. Hunger Games, Wrath of the Titans, not serious really, but it's a good comedy to start the summer
definitely.
season off with. Even though it's not really summer, it feels like it here. It's been unseasonably warm, but good time.
Yeah, definitely check it out.
Check it out.
And now, once again, it's our time to give our geeky thanks of the day. So, Chad, what are you geekily thankful for today?
I'm ashamed to say, and if my parents are seeing this, I'm sorry, but I spent some unneeded money recently, 120 bones plus $10 shipping.
Oh, they charge you for shipping too?
Yeah. And I
Hover
upgraded
here?
like an extra $1 for the UPS versus like the Postal Service because I didn't trust the Postal Service to deliver me my authentic replica hoverboard from Back to the Future 2. I'm so excited. It makes sounds. It moves across the floor.
Does it hover?
It doesn't hover until
okay.
2015, they say on the
They
box.
do.
But it looks like I actually made a homemade one for Halloween one year.
It was a great costume.
I thought it was a pretty good, well-made hoverboard for how I put it together
Definitely.
cheaply. But I'm excited to get it. It comes out. I paid for it now, but it doesn't come out till November 30th, so I have to have that long wait.
It'll be a good early Christmas present from yourself to yourself.
And we will
maybe
do
from your future. Oh, the back self.
Yeah, it could be for myself. But we'll definitely shoot a segment on an unboxing or something.
Yeah,
I
mean,
it's gonna be cool.
I'm excited to see it. I'm happy I didn't pay the money for it. But.
Yeah, it was less than I thought. I was thinking more of the $500 range.
Oh no.
So I'm excited about that. So what are you thankful for?
I'm thankful for one simple thing: FX having the movies.
They got the movies.
They got the movies, and it's always great just to catch. I mean, they have some very stupid movies, but it's always just something to watch.
I must say, I'm a fan of their DVD on TV. That's a pretty unique, cool concept.
Yeah, it's not good, but
that they show.
And they're having a new FX Got the Movies station, which is going to be great.
Are we gonna get that for free on Comcast?
I'm hoping. I'm hoping it's not a subscription, but I would like to thank FX for having the movies.
Thanks, FX, for having the movies. So, thank you for watching this episode. On Thursday, we're going to be talking about an Xbox Live PS3 network game called Warp, which is a pretty fun game. We will hear all about it. And send all your suggestions to fans@epicgeekout.com. Subscribe to our YouTube channel.
Please.
We're getting some more subscribers. We want you to hop on board. We're putting out new episodes every Tuesday and Thursday. We have a summer full of movies coming up, so you're going to want to hear about them, and we're going to be seeing them.
And we do have a summer full of movies, which we're definitely going to be checking out. But if you have any suggestions for us, we love suggestions. So, if you want to see us review something, if you've been a fan of the show, please.
Even old stuff. I mean,
yeah, definitely. Definitely.
So check us out, Twitter @EpicGeekOut. And until next time,
keep it geeky.
stay geeky.